Hello. I'm back again. Not to let the cat out of the bag too early, but I have cats now. If you follow me on TikTok, you know all about the cats. If you just know me on here, then you know nothing about the cats. Is there a way to zoom? You know what also works as a zoom? Okay. Speaking of cats, they have done this to my backdrop. Enjoy the purring and the sweetness. Can you hear him purr? These are babies, and they're this big. I'm going to do my makeup, which might be a little loud for this room. Oh, come here, baby. The other one is very shy. Sorry, I keep looking at myself. I haven't done this in a while. There he is. His name's Ziggy because his tail zigzags at the end. So, let me start doing my makeup. Can I do my makeup? It's really complicated to do anything with a really loving cat. And this is my recording studio and also cat room. Where have I been? Here. I've been here. I've been here and I am going to do this with the camera. So I won't be looking at you most of the time. I will be looking here. Some of you may judge me for how I do my makeup, but this is what works for me. So don't judge me too hard. No, it's not a toy. And yes, I should have put this on first. How do you put these on? With makeup already on. Uh-oh. That's bad. That's gonna be in my hair. That's fine. You like that? Is it good for you? So, anyhow, beat your face. Cat fur. This is really hard to do, okay? This is really hard to do. So, where have I been? I don't know if this was this year or if this was last year. I think it was last year. And I don't think I talked about it on here, or maybe I did. But they found a lump in my boob. And if you already knew they found a lump in my boob, then you are more up to date than most people. Anyhow, a year after they found the lump in my boob, it was this year. It was this year that this happened. This year, they decided to do another mammogram or ultrasound. They actually were doing ultrasounds for me, thank God. Can you guys not drink simultaneously while I'm filming? There's a cat hair on my face. Do you hear them? They did another ultrasound and they discovered that the lump was either hardening or growing. I don't remember exactly. Guys. When? Gee. Oh my god. Let me powder my face. There's cat hair in my brush. I wonder how that happened. I got an ultrasound on my buebe. My lump was growing and they wanted to do a biopsy. Yay. If you don't know anything about biopsies on boobs, they take an instrument that is about that big. Okay, it's not gonna focus because it's focused back here. That's about that big, maybe even bigger, about a pencil size, maybe a small pen size. And they take it and they shove it through your boob. And it's not, you know, this big or even this big. It is like this long. That's It was like 12 inches. Okay, I don't know how big they thought my boobs were, but they're not that big, honey. They're really not, okay? So I went in and I was very nervous to get my boobs stabbed. Not only once, but 3 times. 2 times with numbing stuff, and then once with a giant biopsy tool. Which, by the way, is not supposed to hurt once you have numbing stuff on. But it goes in there. They went from right here, which is still tender. It's been like 6 months. Right here, all the way down to here. Okay, where my lump is. That was fun. I loved it so much. It was just the most pleasant thing I've ever been through. Not only did he go, it's really loud, in my boob, he went, let me pull back a little bit and get a different spot. And then he like pulled it out a little bit and sucked again, and I felt that shit. I felt that. And I did not want to. It literally felt like someone took a match and lit it inside my boob. Okay? It felt like a bee crawled inside my boob and stung me. Okay? That is what it felt like. If you ever had a biopsy on your boob, I hope it didn't go as bad as mine. And I hope it was much more pleasant. They just went right. They were like, don't be scared. That's my boob lump horror story. Now, let's get into some other things. I started going to therapy this year. I believe it was this year. If you asked me what I ate for breakfast this morning, I would not know. I think it was this year that I started therapy, or late last year. And that was well and good, but I didn't exactly vibe with that therapist. She was really great, honestly, but like it just seemed like we had, I don't know, like it wasn't exactly what I was expecting. It wasn't that like friend vibe that I really wanted from a therapist. I learned a lot of things, and it was stuff that I would have never thought of, the way that she made me think of it. It's really hard to film with cats. I don't know where to put contour, okay? Are we gonna remain calm while I'm in here? With my therapist, I acquired a psychiatrist, and he is wonderful. So he prescribed me a couple different things. And if you know anything about medication changing, you know that that is also very hard. I changed medication a lot. It sucked. Half the pills did nothing. Half of the other pills made me either tired, angry, or depressed. There was really no good one. Until I got on Abilify. Abilify made the rain clouds go away. And I had forgotten what depression felt like. I love Abilify. I'm still on Abilify. Although, one of my main issues is that I still have no motivation. My doctor keeps saying, oh, that's the depression. And I'm like, I'm not depressed. I just have no motivation. And he was like, okay, let's try adding a couple things. We tried adding Wellbutrin, which just made me tired. We tried adding quite a few other things that also just did not work. At a certain point, I kept saying, I'm tired, enough that he was like, let's change your medication. We changed it to Caplyta. Now, Caplyta is a new drug. When you switch over to it, it gives you a headache. Okay? It gives you a little headache. When I tell you, it was the worst most torturous headache I've ever had in my entire life. I'm not lying. I have never felt a headache like what I got with Caplyta. And it's just supposed to be for like a day or two. And it really was only for like 2 days. But let me tell you the other weird symptoms. And Caplyta might work for you. If you're on it, that's great. I was down and out for a day. I would wake up, be awake for like an hour, and fall back asleep for 3 hours. All day. Not to mention, my muscles felt like icy hot was like inside of them. Like I injected my body with icy hot. My muscles felt so weird to move, my neck. It was really weird. So my pills got switched around and I had the worst time on Caplyta. I'm not kidding. Everything was awful. I was pretty upset. I know you're not supposed to use your finger, but I forgot my packing brush. So I remembered what depression was like when I was on Caplyta. And then he tried to put me on Lamictal while I was on the Caplyta to mitigate the depression, and it did not. Okay? I was so depressed, I could hardly work, I could hardly think, I could hardly do anything but be depressed. That was the most, like, sad part of my life. Being on Lamictal and Caplyta. The other reason that I was on Caplyta instead of Abilify was the fact that I gained 20 pounds in 2 months. That is 10 pounds. 10 pounds a month. And I am on the road to getting back to about 120. Do not chew on the cords. I'm trying to do it healthily. I'm on Abilify and 3 doses of Lamictal a day to try to mitigate my appetite because I have such a high appetite when I'm on Abilify that's what caused me to gain weight. Hopefully, or Abilify just makes you gain weight. Also, they're hoping the Lamictal gives me some energy. It kind of is. I'm filming a video, so that's something I haven't done in a year. I wanted to add some sparkles. That is so cute. I've never done a sparkle. I guess I should get to the kittens. If the angle looks a little different, it's because my cat jumped on the cord that is charging my phone, which is wrapped like this and connected to my ring light, and it all literally started falling, and I screamed, and he was like, shit, and ran. Hi, Zigamus. Cats are so weird. I haven't had a cat in like 10 years, and now there's these things here. My mother had a stray cat show up on her property last winter. And this stray cat was very, very, very sweet. Like, the sweetest cat ever. I'm not lying. And she, in the spring, as you do in the spring, got pregnant. And my mother said, I cannot take care of this cat or a ton of kittens on my property, I'm gonna give her away. And I said, don't give her away, I've cared for animals and pregnant cats and kittens my whole life. I'll take her and I'll put her in the bunkhouse. So she's in the bunkhouse and I'm like, she's a young cat. Even the vet said she's probably like 6 months to a year old at the time that I got her. And I was like, okay, so this is gonna be her first litter. There's probably gonna be 2, 3, 4 kittens, and it'll be all fine, right? Wrong. She had 8 for her first litter. She a hoe. I don't know if she got impregnated by multiple cat daddies or what, but she was pregnant. We thought she was about to bust when we brought her home. It took another 2 months. So if you followed my journey on TikTok, you know all about it and how that went. I highly recommend it. I'm Squeaky EM on TikTok, which confuses people. Also, I'm trying to hit 17,000 subscribers by next year on there. It's only 500 more subscribers, but I don't assume I'm gonna have another banger anytime soon or like within the year. So I'm really shooting low. The other stuff that's been happening won't take as long to get through, hopefully. Ghost has had allergies for 2 years now, and he's losing patches of fur and skin, and he looks disgusting and he's itchy. We've changed his food 3 times, and nothing has fixed it. He's probably gonna go get an allergy shot here soon, just to try to stop him from itching as much. Speaking of allergies, I'm allergic to things like trees, mold caused by damp spaces, cats, and a lot of things. And I've had a cough for like 2 years now, and I don't assume it's gonna go away. We're just gonna have to live with it, you know? I'm getting the Jenna too much gene. We miss you, Jenna. I'm gonna stop. Completed makeup look? Oh. Did you see that? It said bye. Okay. Bye. In better news, I had 80 trees cleared out of my woods and received money for that I'm going to use to put this house next to my house and a breezeway and make my house bigger for the cats. The cats took me 10 weeks to get rid of. 10 weeks. Obviously, I waited until they were about 8 weeks old to start giving them away. I think the first one left at 8 weeks. I really would have liked to wait until 12, but I contacted a group called Kitty Comrades on Facebook. They are wonderful. They adopt kittens out for free, but you have to follow guidelines, fill out an application, they ask questions, all sorts of stuff. They vet them for free, and they help you get them spayed and neutered for cheaper. Wonderful. Okay, they are wonderful. Everyone that works there is so sweet. The kittens could be their whole own story, because while Mama Cat was taking care of these kittens, Kitty Comrades had some kittens come in that really needed a foster mom. They were very young. They were like 5 weeks old, and they needed a foster mom. And guess what happened? Mama said, "Meh, meh, 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 meh." Beat the shit out of these kittens. Not bad. Nothing serious. She would just growl and hiss at them, and they were trying to crawl around the room, and the other kittens hated them, and then Mama started hissing and growling at her own cats and beating the shit out of them. It was a whole ordeal. We kept them for one night, and one night only. We gave them flea baths, and then handed them back to Kitty Comrades and said, "I'm so sorry, I can't handle this." I cried all night. It was awful. You know how I had like a whole wonderful job? Yeah, that didn't work out. I'll leave it at that. It was not fun for various reasons, and also I got fired. So we're not going to talk about that. Something serious did happen there, but I'm not going to go into details on here because it'd probably be a little triggering for some people. So we're going to avoid that completely. Other stuff that's happened is I think I went to Maryland to visit my friend. Again, I could not tell you. I know she came up here at least twice, and we had a great time. The second time she came up, I was on the Capileta and very depressed and very upset the whole time, so that kind of sucked. but we did meet someone and hang out with them at the bar. It was really weird. And I don't know, we tried to make the best of it, but obviously, like, I was just not feeling it. I have some personal goals that I would like to reach this year. And that is, I would like to lose weight. And I am not going to focus on the actual number on the scale. I'm going to focus on my numbers around my waist, around my bust, around my hips, as you should. You should not focus on the weight on the scale or your BMI, because both of those things can lie to you, first of all. Second of all, your weight is not what matters. Say I was 150 pounds and like built like a brick shit house. I'd be fine with that. But I'm 150 pounds of someone who has not worked out, someone who's getting out of breath and just not feeling very strong. I would like to earn money. All I've done since I've been fired in June was work at Spirit Halloween from August to November. I had no money. I'm about a couple thousand in debt right now. I would like to upload more often. Now, I do have Unis Honest goals because I watched Lixian's video and Mark and Ethan's, and I said, hey, I need to make Unis Honest goals for this year. So I have active goals: lose 20 pounds or get in shape. Go to one haunted place, spend the night, and do a video on it. At just one, okay? Give me one. I would like to film more. I want to do 3 videos a month. I know that that's not very often, and I know that's not going to get me views and subscribers, but I'm going to do my best. I want to have more fires at my house and have more parties / see friends more. I want to go to more concerts, or at least go to Sonic Temple, which is happening next year. I want to find a good job, which I am applying to multiple jobs. I want to do what I need and want to do more often, because I'm very bad at postponing things. I'm very bad at actually getting stuff done. It took me a year to record a video, although I wiped my computer and then I couldn't get my video editor back on there, my editing software back onto my computer for like most of this year, until just the other day when I tried downloading it again and it downloaded. So, and I would like to put the addition on my house, and that will hopefully be happening in spring. Sorry if I sound a little nasally. Again, I have allergies and they seem to kick up in the winter more, which is weird, but I guess certain trees pollinate in the winter. Don't mind me. I have some passive goals, which is to reach 17K on TikTok, which is only 509 more people. I want to reach 60 subs on YouTube. Don't think that's gonna happen. And I would like to be more motivated. I don't know if that's a passive or an active goal, but I would like motivation to spring forth from my body and give me energy to do all these things. So, what will I be doing? I will be exercising at least 15 minutes a day, minimum. I will be trying to reach my 4,000 step goal a day, which I did not do today. But I did exercise for 30 minutes instead of 15. I'm going to keep working with my psychiatrist to try to get my motivation up. He said the Lamictal should help that. I am kind of noticing a difference, but other people notice more than I do. That is where I have been. That is what I've been up to, for the most part, for what I remember. Because, you know, bipolar, depression, ADHD, anxiety brain right here. Don't remember shit. Okay, and I'm on medication. That probably also stops me from remembering shit. That's all I have. Okay? I want at least 60 subs by this time next year. Okay? Get on it. 60 subs. That's 14. I even wrote it. 14 more than I have now. I just need 14. Now I'm gonna go inside and look fabulous while I edit this video and see how horrific it is because of these little bastards. And that is the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. Come back in a couple weeks when I decide to upload another video. I'm going to try to upload 3 times a month, like I said. In some way, I'm going to try to get 3 videos out a month. You girls gotta work, and you girls gotta have depression. I will see you next time. Peace out.